Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. First of all, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to everyone in New York. And you guys should be celebrating your butts off because the Knicks just took care of business in Cleveland on Halloween. That's right. The New York Knicks went to Cleveland. They beat them 109-91. They've won the last 4 games against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The last 4, including the playoffs. And this was a big game, even though Darius Garland didn't play and Jared Allen didn't play. So we got to put that out there first. And all the Knicks were available. So we had a healthy Knicks squad playing a somewhat compromised Cleveland Cavaliers team, missing 2 of their 5 starters. So we have to put that out there, just so you know. But these 2 very same teams play again tomorrow night. That's right, in New York at MSG. So it's going to be a fascinating back-to-back, especially with all of the storylines that are connected with these 2 franchises right now. Donovan Mitchell being traded to the Cavs instead of New York after the Knicks wanted them all last summer. And then the Knicks go to Cleveland or to take care of business. Gentleman's sweep in the playoffs, sends them home. And then both teams kind of were a bit, I would say, conservative in their summer off-season decisions. The Cavs added 2 really good players, though. They added Max Strus from the Miami Heat, who, he hurt the Knicks in the playoffs especially, and they added George Niang from the Sixers, who also, he's just a quality player who adds quality to your roster, up and down. He can shoot the 3, he can battle down low. He's just one of those super versatile guys. Despite all that, the Knicks went to Cleveland and spanked them by 18 points. 18 points. And the game really, in the second half, wasn't that close. Once the Knicks started pulling away in the second quarter, creating some cushion, it just kind of continued in the third quarter and then in the fourth quarter. Let's get to the highlights. Here we go. As I said, they started off the Knicks. The first quarter was interesting. They took care of business, but it wasn't like they were totally destroying the Cavs. The Cavs were right there. In the first quarter, it was only 28-24. Knicks were up 4, but the second quarter was even more competitive. The Cavs were hanging around. Knicks ended up, kind of winning that quarter just by 2. So they went into the half just up 6 when it looked like the Knicks could have been up at least double digits. But it kind of made me a little concerned. But then they came out in that second quarter and spanked the Cavs 28-16 to just basically put this game out of reach. So much so that about the 4-minute mark, can't remember the exact minute mark in the fourth quarter, Thibs started emptying his bench. That's right. That's exactly what I said. He started emptying his bench. It's like, what's going on? He did the right move? Yes, because these 2 teams play again tomorrow. That's it. They play again tomorrow. So, but we've seen Thibs not make the logical choice. So it was interesting. It was a relief to see him make this choice here. As you can see, the game was kind of still there. It looked like Cleveland could make a run and take this lead and kind of keep the Knicks at bay for the rest of the game. But this team was not going to let it happen. And a lot of it is because of this guy, Isaiah Hartenstein. I tweeted out a couple games ago that I thought that was his best game as a Knick. This might be his actually very best game as a Knick for Mr. Isaiah Hartenstein. He finished the game. Well, first of all, the second half was a thing of beauty for him. But he finished the game 13 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 assist, and 1 block. He was a plus 12. He shot 50%, 5 of 10 from the field. He attempted 2 3-point shots. I don't remember the second one, but I remember the first attempt was a very good, clean attempt. He looked good. I want him to keep taking those. It's very important. We need this guy to have the confidence in himself to take that 3-point shot. He's going to make it eventually. He may not be as good a 3-point shooter as I had hoped he would be, like a 37-38% guy, but even if he's like 36%, I'll take that. Compared to, Mitch doesn't even take a jump shot. So this is a really nice wrinkle to add to our offense. beautiful thing to have. And I would almost give him the game ball and the way he hustled, the way he was out there. But I will also say that R.J. Barrett kept this team around and in the lead in that first half. He was outstanding in that first half. The second half, he tapered off, and mostly because I think the team didn't really need him. He didn't really get his usual minutes. What did he end up with? He only played 24 minutes. 25 minutes total. He finished with 16 points. He was a plus 14, but at the half, he was a plus 17. No other Knicks starter was in double digits. So it just shows you the impact that he has when he's on a court, because Thibs usually subs him out early in that first quarter to bring him back with the second unit because he's going to play the 4 role. Played it beautifully. Randle got off to not so good a start, even though he did finish with a double-double again. 19 points, 10 rebounds. He shot 35.7% overall from the field, but he hit 2 of 5 of his 3-point attempts to finish 40%, and he hit 7 of 10 free throws. So he went to the charity stripe 10 times. And that was a big difference because RJ finished with 16 points, shot 5 of 13, hit 3 of 5 from the 3-point line. RJ Barrett hit 3 of 5 from the 3-point line, and I believe he is in the top 20 of 3-point shooters in the NBA currently. I believe that. I believe that's true. I will verify it as we're talking, but that is something that I overheard or overread or whatever, and I just have to verify that. But he is playing very well. I couldn't be happier for them. In fact, the Knicks overall, they shot 38.2% from the 3-point line, 13 of 34. Dante DiVincenzo hit 1 of 3. Immanuel Quickley, nice little bounce back game for him. He played 24 minutes. He shot 6 of 11, 54.5%. He shot 3 of 6 from the 3-point line, 50%. Hit all 3 of his free throws, 3 rebounds, 2 assists to finish with 18 points and a plus 9 for tonight. Awesome. Here he is right here with the ball. Looking for Julius. Julius sinks this, I believe. Yes, nice. That was one of his 2 3-pointers that he shot. Jalen Brunson was the high scorer, tied with Randle tonight. He finished with 19 points. Nice game for him. 7 of 16 overall, but only hit 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. Only attempted 3 3-pointers. Definitely want him to attempt more, especially if he's on the court for almost 34 minutes. He should attempt more than 3 3-pointers. Now, he may not have currently the confidence in that right now, and once he starts feeling a little better from shooting behind the arc, I definitely want him to at least double that 3-point output. He's crucial for that. But he hit 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Beautiful, really nice game from Jalen Brunson. Again, we saw the beautiful right there. Quickly, we saw a lot of Brunson and Quickley on the court together, and I tweeted this out a while ago. Knicks fans, be prepared to see a lot of that. It's something that Thibs, I have a feeling Thibs is very comfortable with having those two on the court. It gives you the dual ball handlers, dual playmakers at the same time, but Quickley's defense is just fucking amazing. So he helps compensate for Jalen's lack of defense, his struggles on the defensive end. So having the two of them out there, it's a really potent combination. And then you throw in Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo, and then put Mitch out there with them. By the way, happy Halloween. I got this is not for real, by the way. Just in case you guys are wondering, it's not for real. Okay. Now all right, let's get over here. There we go. So the Cavs, Spida, 11 of 20 overall, played 29 minutes, missed all 3 of his 3-point attempts to finish with 26 points, only 3 rebounds, only 3 assists. Knicks made the right move. Knicks made the right move not emptying the cupboard to acquire him as much. And I love Donovan Mitchell. I wish the Knicks had drafted him. Coach Pitino was basically begging the franchise to draft him. We ignored it. I forgot what he went, 14th or 12th or whatever. Then look what he became, all-star. He's fantastic. That was a big, big blunder. But I also have a slight feeling he may end up in New York eventually anyway, which would be really nice. Let's go back here. So you see Okay, here we go. Randle, 19 points. Tied Brunson with 19 points, the two high scorers in the game. Mitch Robinson, again, a dominating performance. But the beauty was that Isaiah Hartenstein came out and gave almost as equally a dominating performance. So we had two centers, two number fives, that were at their peak physically the entire time, and that's great because we have a back-to-back tomorrow. It's not like we played 38 minutes and now we got to worry about the next night. No, they both shared the minutes. They were excellent. Between the two of them, they combined for a 9 for 14. 9 for 14 from the center position for the New York Knicks with 14 rebounds. Outstanding. Look at that. And 21 points. That is a nice, we got ourselves covered. We're fine at the center position. We are absolutely fine at the center position. That, like I mentioned, the bench got emptied. Even Deuce McBride got in there. We got Dylan Windler. Jeffries got on the court. Ryan. Archie Diacomo. I think that's how you say it. The fourth Nova Wildcat from that NCAA championship team that is on the Knicks. Who he was actually the point guard on that team. Jalen was not the point guard. It just shows how the modern NBA has changed. And I will say, I will give credit to that to Kyrie Irving. I think Kyrie Irving is one of the main reasons why the point guard position has shifted so dramatically in the NBA. Of course, there's guys like Russell Westbrook and all that stuff, but Westbrook was nowhere near as efficient as Kyrie was, or as great a shooter, or as great a finisher. So it's like all this. Kyrie was unbelievable despite his lunacy, his flat earther lunacy. But where else was I? Kind of lost my focus here. Let's keep going. The plus minus, as I was mentioning before, Jalen Brunson finishes with a plus 21 for the game. Randle was a plus 18. Good to see the big two start to shake off whatever they were going through in those first few games of the season to start becoming contributors. Now, the efficiency wasn't there. Randle still shot 35%. Brunson shot about 44% overall. Not there, not at the levels that we need him to be, but the beauty is we have a lot of balanced scoring on the squad now. And when you have guys like Immanuel Quickley coming out and shooting 6 for 11, you can afford to have, somewhat still down tick nights for your big two. And Isaiah, you can't score Isaiah Hartenstein's contributions tonight. He was fantastic. I know I already went over it before, but he was just fantastic. The more that I look at this, it's like, wow, awesome for him. All right. Just so you know, it is Halloween. It's Halloween. Cheers to everybody. Let's keep going. The Cavs, it's hard to judge this team without Garland out there and without Jared Allen. But I have a feeling they got some work to do. They have some work to figure out how they can actually win games against good teams. Because that's what the Knicks proved tonight. The Knicks proved that they are a good team tonight. Because we didn't even play that great. We didn't play that great, and we went to an opponent's home court and spanked them by 18. There you go. That's what I tonight's game makes me believe in the Knicks even so much more. Let me rephrase that. Tonight's game reinforces my original belief in this team being able to go far, get to the second round, and even possibly unseat one of the top two, the Celtics or the Bucks, to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. This is the kind of game, because it's not like they played great and they basically destroyed this team, as they should. They're missing 2 of their starters, and one of them is an all-star. So this is what should have happened. Now, I have a feeling that Garland will probably play tomorrow, and for all we know, Jared Allen will play tomorrow, and maybe they were hoping that was the plan all along. So tomorrow's game is going to be really interesting. If the Knicks can still win tomorrow, facing Garland and Allen, that would be outstanding. But it's really hard in the NBA to beat the same team, when you face them within a week. And in this case, it's back-to-back. So it's tough. It's going to be a big challenge, but I actually think the Knicks could pull it off. I do. Here are the team stats. As you can see, Cleveland did not shoot that well. They shot under 40% overall, 39.1%. And from the three-point line, they put up 38 three-point shots, only connected on 10 for 26.3% shooting percentage. That ain't going to do it in the National Basketball Association. The Knicks, on the other hand, connected on 13 of 34 for a 38.2% from the three-point line, and overall they shot 44.2%, which is nothing outstanding. So that's what I'm kind of talking about. But they went to the charity stripe 25 times, connected on 20, 80%. That's where we want to be. That's where we want to be. That's a beautiful number right there. Beautiful, because we barely won the rebounding battle. We lost the assist battle. We did win the steals battle again, and I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that's the fourth time this season the Knicks have outstolen the opponent. I think. I know for sure the last game and the first game. So interesting. I'm going to review that. But the block situation, 6-1 for the Cavs in favor with Mobley and those guys. Man, I love Evan Mobley. Love that guy. He's really gonna be a tremendous player. But he's still got some learning to do. He still has some learning to do. The turnovers, Knicks committed 14 turnovers overall, the Cavs 15, but the points off turnovers were a big plus for the Knicks. We were a plus 10 overall in that turnover category. So then when you add that with the additional free throw shooting, there was the margin of victory right there. Points in the paint, even, 40 all. And so, the fouls, pretty much. All right, that's it. It's a quickie because tomorrow we got a game. These Knicks took care of business. They're back to 500, 2-2. I'm expecting the Knicks to win tomorrow, so they will finish 3-2 for the first 5 games of the 2023-24 season, and I'm incredibly excited by this team. The NBA is not ready. Well, you know what? I'm going to rephrase that. I think actually the NBA is ready. They know. They know what this team is about. Nobody wants to play the Knicks. Nobody. Remember that. And it shows. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. Hit the thumbs up button for me. Drop your comments. And subscribe. If you haven't yet, we're over 7,400 subscribers, 7,400 subscribers we reach. Let's get to 7,500. Let's get to 10,000. Let's keep this thing going. This is the place for the best, most in-depth breakdowns of Knicks, of the New York Knicks in general. Come to the Knicks-Verse. All right, thank you so much for watching. My name is George, and I will see you around the Knicks-Verse, and happy Halloween!